100.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. It didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Por mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Yo, what up? Turn this off. Got to get my draft back up. 1 second here. I'm doing an auction draft, and I did this one. So I've been doing these $5 auction drafts through. Let me turn my camera on here. Been doing these $5 auction drafts through Yahoo. The problem is you have to schedule them out so far, and like even if it's 2 or 3 days. So the first one open was tonight. I was watching Hard Knocks. I got behind. I was checking payments. I looked down. I'm like, oh shit. So my team looks, but I kind of like it because they will auto bid players for you, so that you're not like you don't pop in and you have nobody. But like they overpaid, in my opinion, for a lot of guys. Nico at 61, I'm not paying that much. JSN for 20, I'm not. Kittle for 21, I'm not. So like, but it is cool to like. I came in with that. I haven't bought a player since I came in now because my max offer is 6. But if you have never had a chance to see it, if you've never done an auction draft, let me just bring it up to you real quick here. It is I do like doing the weekly, daily fantasy where you set a lineup every week. Everyone has the same budget. It's a lot of maintenance. But in this case, it's my turn to nominate a player. Hold on. So that's what's cool. You get to nominate. Let's nominate Travis Hunter. I'm nominating him because I'm probably not going to get him for 6. I don't even want him right now for 6. I need a running back. My only running back is Devin Achan. So I need a running back. I was hoping like DeAndre Swift would get nominated later. There's not a lot of running backs left that are going to go for 6. But if you wait long enough, I might get like a Tank Bigsby. And then, double down, get a couple. I'll have to take 3 or 4 guys and hope one of them hits. That's the only problem with spending a lot of money. But if you've never done a salary cap league, I highly, highly encourage you to do it. I know a lot of guys have, but I know I talk to a lot of guys that still haven't done it. So I just like to share that stuff. It is a very unique way to draft, very different than any other way. You can get your players you want. There's been years I got both running backs I wanted, and I had like $60 left to play with the rest of my team. It's neat. And then you don't have to overpay for a quarterback. You can get the one you want. The most you're ever really going to pay is like $30, but you can save a lot of money that way. What are you talking about, Don? Explain. All right, guys, we're going to get open and we're going to start. Actually, let's start with the 2019. We'll go in order. 19, 23, 25, end with the football. Let me hit record here. Dude, Hard Knocks. I got my Bills gear on, and I got to say, I'm giddy. I was in fantasy mode there, and as a matter of fact, I need to get that pulled up because I'm going to need to watch that a little bit. I need to put my draft sounds on. Where did it go? Give me 1 second here to get my draft up. I don't know where it went. I have too many monitors. Just give me 1 second here. Let's get that one out of the way. Where are you? Let's get you out of the way. Here it is. Let me turn my sounds on. Jawan Jennings is up right now. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Let me turn... All right, yeah, you can hear that on the mic. So let me just turn that down a little bit. Okay. Should still be loud enough that I get to hear. What up, Shane? Jamie, do you do a lot of auction drafts? So like Ricky Pearsall is up now. And as I rip this, I'll go ahead and share a little bit more about this. One of the other reasons I love it, why it's one of my favorites, is I do like snake drafts. I don't want to say I don't. Draft position is sometimes out of your control. So you have to, be ready to draft any position. And I think the one thing about, with both of them, this is true, but specifically with snakes, you have to be able to adjust quickly. If you have like 3 running backs line up and they go back to back to back, you're not just going to take a running back line, right? That's just because it's running back time. Tyrone Tracy's up. He's one I'm targeting. So I'm going to pay attention. I missed it! Dang nabbit! He went for $1. I meant to grab him. That was the one I wanted. I think in PPR he's gonna have some good fantasy value this year. Playing from behind, he's gonna get the ball. I'm so mad. I was gonna wait till this was done. To go live, but I was like, nah, because this could go on for a while. Near the end, when players start to fill out their teams, it goes pretty quick. But I'm gonna be stuck with. There's still some guys left, but that was one I was really hoping to go after. I can't believe we went for $1. All right. I'll get more on that in a minute. Let's go ahead and open up Edelman. Here we go. Adrian Peterson out of 175. One of the guys that was at the Panini VIP. Tyler Allgeier's up. I'm only getting Tyler Algier if I have Bijan. And that also means, there's Darius Slayton. If I get Bijan with my 1-1 pick or 1-2 pick, I am reaching probably a round ahead of everyone that I'm worried about possibly taking him to get Algier, because I just don't want to be stuck without my number 1 pick backup. Although I don't think that team's going to, I think Bijan is going to do well there, but I don't necessarily think that any running back in that team will do well. Noah Fant and TJ Hawkinson, both on different teams now since 2019. I guess that is going in the second contract era. Contenders not super. There's a Hollywood and N'Keal Harry. Contenders not super exciting as far as inserts and parallels go, but at the price at 2019, Brian Robinson just went for $1 as well. What's going on there in Washington? I guess is Austin Eckler out there too? Oh, it's my turn to nominate. Let's go Travis Etienne. I don't want him. I want Tank, but we'll get him off the board. You like the snake? That's your way to do it. But the price of the 2019 contenders, you still have a chance to pull some big cards out of it. It's under $200 a box. It's wild. Gardner Minshew. Trevor Lawrence isn't for a couple of years after this. And here we go. We got a rookie ticket, Irv Smith, on card out of 84. Not sure his situation right now, but again, depending on the name, Jerry Judy's up. I'm not touching him. I'm trying everything I can to stay away from Cleveland players, even at good values. I worry. The only one right now is that Quinshon Judkins. If he keeps falling really late, there's a Danny Dimes. I think he has a chance to play this year. We'll see. Peanut. We'll have some new. We do have baseball up yet. So there's some teams left in our PYT for Leaf, which I think the product's pretty cool. We definitely have some bangers in that case yet. So if you're watching and you're in the baseball, there's some cheap teams left. There's a couple spots in the mini up. 7 teams. First gets to pick 4. Second picks 3. And then National and Treasures baseball comes out. I might have a box or 2 of that I'm gonna get. We won't do a ton. What's everyone's favorite style of draft? Like, if you can only do one league, right? You get to do one league. There's a Cleveland Farrell for the Raiders. Patrick Mahomes MVP contenders. You only get to do one draft. Are you doing snake draft? Is it a redraft? You're going to get into a keeper league? Is it PPR? Like, give me what you love to do. Do you have a league that you love doing? Maybe it's something I don't even know about yet. Alex Barnes, 99 out of 99. Playoff ticket going out to the Titans. Gabe Gomez. It's a bookend. I'm getting to the point where I'm absolutely in full draft. I mean, I've been doing them every single night. Loving it. Getting excited. I think Bills getting on Hard Knocks has me more excited than I've ever been for a season. I really do. Bruce Anderson going out to the Bucks. And Alex Regal reached out to me today from our group, and he's like, "Are you just so pumped?" I'm like, "Dude, like, I've been thinking about it all day." He goes, "Yeah, I loved it when he's a Lions fan. Loved it when the Lions were on." I know a lot of fans. Another, dude, look at this. Another out of 73 ticket stub for the Cincinnati Bengals. But a lot of our fans were upset. It's going to be a distraction. The Madden cover, last year they thought was a curse, and it's this. It's just become... I'm like, dude, let's just enjoy. I said, I'm so excited to see Josh Allen and all the Bills players in a light I've never seen him before, just up close and personal. All right, here we go for Trinity 2023. Remember, it goes to, if they're in Pro Uni, it goes to the Pro Uni for football. We do it different than baseball. But if it's college uniform, it goes with our current team. Some of these guys have jumped ship on different teams already. Colston Loveland went for $1. I think that's good if you need a tight end. The stupid computer bought, not that I don't like Kittle, but Kittle went for 21. They got that. I don't pay that much for a tight end, let alone Kittle. I'd rather Kelsey. I think went for like 9. I'd much rather have that. I will say, Kittle was in the news today. I like that too, Jamie. A little bit of it gives you a lot of a diversity in draft styles and stuff. Did we pull Murray rookie card? Is that what you're saying? I didn't see one. Did not. It would have been nice to get his. We got 2 ticket stubs, one of them on card. That would have been nice if one of those would have been a Murray. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Go figure. Redraft. See, I like that. I can't find anybody that wants to pay that kind of money for a buy-in. That I want to be with people I know. Obviously, you can buy them on Yahoo and stuff like that. But Marvin Mims. But yeah, that'd be cool to be in a league of that high stakes with friends. Marvin Mims is still with the Denver Broncos. That's cool, Shane, and that would be fun. Keeper leagues they're fun, and dynasty leagues are fun. But here's the problem: if your team sucks, they get very deflating and very annoying really fast. So I see those disband a lot more, than not. Because just guys like, I'll just get rid of my team. I haven't won in 3 years. Jeez, there are no running backs left. Marvin Mims going out to Denver. Oh, anyhow, I know what I was saying. Kittle, we pulled that Kittle. Kittle was in the news today. I guess the NFL banned smelling salts this year, which it's stupid, but I've always been like, man, the NFL is clean cut as they are, as anti-drug as they are, even though they'll promote alcohol and gambling and everything that's addictive in life. But they're like, you can't do drugs, you can't do any of this. And they got guys on the sideline, like they wouldn't even have like not snus, what's the Zins or whatever, and they got guys on the sideline just smelling salt, hitting it like, and I was like, that's a stimulant. How is that? Like they won't let you smoke weed, but they'll let you do like I've used them when I didn't sleep. When I started breaking and I was working and I went days without sleep, I had smelling salts with me all the time. It's like a stimulant. It wakes you up. It's a cup of coffee real quick. So Kittle comes out and was like, I guess he was at the helm of this meeting. He was like, he threatened retirement. And he's like, I just thought about retiring because there has to be a middle ground. They can't just take it away from us. If that isn't what like an addict says, and they are addictive, because when I was using them, it was like constant up. If you've never used them, I'm sure if you played football or... But I ordered some online, and that goes to Philly, by the way. They're crazy. Anybody ever try them? Tyree Wilson out of 25. Really nice swatch there. Quinshon Judkins just went for $2. Dang it. I missed it. I would have taken him for $2. See, that's what I mean. I need a flyer like that. Ooh, this is thick. I think Tyree Wilson is he the Raiders? Dude, I'm in a keeper league with my dad, brother, and sister, and a bunch of my friends. It's cool to have family members in too. And the thing is, we're so competitive, there's never a chance of collusion. Because I would rather take my team to the grave than, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to give them the edge. I have to hear if he wins, my dad, talks about it nonstop. I don't want to lose to him. Raiders. Yep, this goes to Raiders. Jake Ferguson's up. Jalen Carter, 7 out of 7 for the Eagles. Oh, I don't have a quarterback either. Caleb Williams is not... I've heard Caleb Williams' accuracy has not been good. And listen, I was one of the first ones out there saying how I think the Bears are going to dominate this year. I have a ton of Bears players, tons of stock of Bears players in fantasy. Jalen Milroe. Did he go to the Seahawks? Seahawks, yep. There we go, Seattle. Rob Shelton. Jalen Milroe out of 50. Jordan Mason's up. Hold on, I'm going to do this. I think he's going to be the guy. Gets a ton of carries there. All right, Jordan Mason for $2. I'll take it. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm doing the auction draft while I'm doing this. All right, let's do Luminance. And then don't do it yet because I want them to be close to the, when we open it. But be ready to get your football guesses in. Remember, if you guess the right person, I'm going to give $20 credit. But don't do it yet. I'll tell you when to get your guesses in. You can have them ready. One guess per person, no repeat guesses. Pittsburgh D. How's the Pittsburgh D going to rank this year, Jamie? Are they worth paying $2 for? All right, we have Jerome Ford. Could be a guy that gets a lot of opportunities. Eddie George, Jerry Jeudy, Drake May. How about a Burrow out of $2.99? Ooh, Stephon Diggs. I like his stock is going up a ton. I'm going to grab him. I think he's going to have a year, though. Jalen Hurts. Dude, Diggs for $2 is solid. Let's nominate my QB. Hold on. Let's go Justin Herbert. He's going so cheap. This is a Jalen Hurts Beacons. Sorry to turn the brightness up there. Here we go. Engaged Minka Fitzpatrick. Here's our rookies. We got Savion Williams, Will Campbell. Oh, I guess not all rookies. There's Ollie Gordon. That is rookie too. Yeah, they were all rookies in the back. Dalton Kincaid. How do you guys feel about tight ends this year? Who's your target tight end if you're not taking a top tight end? If you're not going Laporta, I'll even cut it off at Kelsey. Like Laporta, Bowers, that range. If you're taking a later tight end, who are you targeting? Who do you like as a sleeper tight end this year? Ooh, is this a case hit? Moments? Drake London? I think Moments is a case hit, isn't it? Like for me, it's Tyler Warren, Kyle Pitts at his draft position. He's going so late. And I like getting, like Tyler Warren's a guy I'm targeting, honestly, more often than not. But I'll take Kyle Pitts late. Travis Kelce in a snake draft seems to be going a lot later. I'm comfortable taking him where he's going. Manawari, Harmon. This is a Malachi Starks. Here's a Mark Andrews at a 50. Good looking card. Yeah, Pitts is going to climb up. He's just going too late. Dude! Dude, who has the Jags? 1 of 1. Dynamic Travis Hunter. I haven't raised my voice in a while. Woo! There we go. 1 of 1 dynamic Travis Hunter going out to Joseph Taylor. That's a solid card. That'll do well. It's the NFL licensed product. He's in the licensed Colorado uni. So yeah, especially with likely getting an injury. Jamie, do a shot. I'll do one for that. I will do one for that. We haven't done pulled a genuine card. I think it's a solid card. That'll do well. 1 of 1. I'll do one after this box before the football. That is solid. We have an auto here to deal with too. Hold on, I'll get back to that. I think that case hit Moments is a case hit too. I think too. Zy Alexander for the Seahawks out of 100. Oh, I have a bottle here. I'll just swig out of that. And then here's the Andrews out of 50. Yeah, that's a 1 of 1. I know we like 1 of 1s get watered down a bit simply just because, you know, all the leaf and the wild card and stuff like that. But that right there is a. I want to see Moments. Are they 1 of 1? Or I mean, are they case hits? It doesn't say that. Animation, luminosity, and more. But that's a weird finish there. Jacoby Myers. All right, we have a Beck. I have him some late in Burden, him too, late in some drafts that are best ball. Scatabo. Bettis. Seymour. Leggett, I'm getting him late. Who said Njoku, by the way? Njoku and Andrews both good for the tight ends. Thank you for bringing them up too. I think those are worth. It's a year where I don't want to pay up for tight end. I mean, in reality, guys like Dalton Kincaid are still going super late. He has a lot to prove yet. If I'm going to go at a top tier, I think Kelsey going as late as he is probably my starting point where I'll get somebody. There's a Harmon out of 25. Derek Harmon. And Marvin Harrison Jr. out of 199. I got Jordan Love for $1. I'll take it. Riley Leonard for the Colts. Out of 350. Indianapolis. There you go. This is a good box. Mike Carolambus. So right now my team is Jordan Love. I got to get another quarterback to rotate out, play matchups. Nico Collins and T. Higgins. Achan ETN. George Kittle is my tight end. JSN is my flex. On the bench, I have McLaurin, Ramondre Stevenson, Jordan Mason, and Stephon Diggs. I like it for starting late in the draft. And I have Vestige Puka Nacua. I do like the parallels and luminance. Anybody know about this Jadon Blue from Dallas? All right, last pack out of luminance. Okoye, Fitzpatrick. Skip here. Luke Leachy. This is another guy in best ball where I take a third tight end. They take your highest score. I've been taking... Oh, no, this isn't it. It's the Amanore for the Seahawks, whatever his name is, the tight end. Means, and there is a Tyler Warren, speaking of the devil, out of 249, and a big auto coming up. Tyler Warren out of 249, going out to the Colts. And then check this out. Abdul Carter, year 1 on card, going out to the Giants. That is going to be, who got him? Levi. Good box there. What's the name of, what's his name? Marvin Harrison Fusion and Ashton Jeanty. If I pick like late, not like 11th and 12th, he's never there. But if I can get Jeanty in like the 9th of a snake draft, my team ends up looking really good. But if he's gone and I end up taking one of those receivers that fall after Jeanty for running backs, dude, my team just never in a snake. I hate that 9, 10, 11, 12 spot. I really do. I'd rather have... And normally I like those later spots. But I said I'd almost rather take the 1 or 2 this year and wait until it comes back around. It just works out better. Let me see. Who do I want here? Let's get Bigsby too, because I got ETN. Oh, I just get him. Sweet. Look at Cam Scatabo too. I literally have 4 receivers, but I guess I only have 5 running backs. I'll get a kicker and defense later. All right, here we go. I'm going to take a shot for that 101. Sorry, I'm like full focused on this, the end of this draft. We're in the end of here. So we pulled the Dynamic 101 Travis Hunter. We're not done. Get your football guesses in. Just put a name. You don't have to put football or anything. I know what we're doing tonight. Put your name of who you think the football is. You get it right, it's $20, 1 guess per person. But the Jaguars, Joseph Taylor, you got yourself a 101. I'm going to drink to that. Got some peach here. Cheers, man. It's been a while. Finish that off. Whew. That was yummy. I've been doing a lot of blackberry, but the peach is good. Let's see. There's still Cooper Kupp still left. Keon Coleman, DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know how I feel about him. Let's go Cooper Kupp for $2. Like, what's the worst that happens? How do you guys think Cooper Kupp does this year? And then also, does Tyler Lockett have any gas left in the tank? Guys, nobody wants to guess the football? All right, I'm going to rip it. Chance at a $20 credit. All you got to do is guess who's on the football. All right, we're just going to go ahead and rip. Once I pull the card, all guesses are down. My turn to nominate. Let's do... Let's see a quarterback. Let's do Trevor Lawrence. All right. My team is full. All right. I am done with that. All right. And just real quick, just a reminder on the rules for the football. If it has a pro logo on it, it doesn't matter who the player is, it goes to that team. If the pro logo's on it. Now, if it's a college ball, it goes to their current team. Unless they're retired, it goes to their most years played. There is one other stipulation. If a player is not retired but not on actively on the team, like Keenan Allen, it would go to his last team played for. This does have a logo on it. I'm going to bring it up right here. I don't want to oh, you can see it on this. Oh, no, you can't. Cool. See if there's a card in here. I don't see a card in here. 1 second. Oh, it's in the bag. I love this dude. Kind of reminds me of his personality a little bit of one of the dudes on the Bills. 7-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl 37 champion, AP Defensive Player of the Year. He was in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2013. He was a member of the Tampa Bay Bucks, I believe, for almost his whole career, if not all of it. None other than Warren Sapp with the Tampa Bay Bucks autograph football. That one is sweet. Tampa Bay Bucks going out to David Shelton. There you go, man. Warren Sapp, Hall of Fame, Tampa Bay Bucks. That's a cool ball. I'll take that. Not a bad break. Don't forget, we talked fantasy. We have fantasy spot number 9. Don't go anywhere. I'll do a real quick recap. I'll let you get on your way here, but I am going to do a recap before the fantasy spot. Warren Sapp ball going out to the Bucks. That is David. You guys were quiet after the chat, but I appreciate those of you guys who got in here and did talk football with me and stuff. Marvin Harrison, a bunch of inserts here, rookies and stuff. All right, we had some numbered cards here. Adrian Peterson out of 175. Tyler Warren out of 249. Harrison Jr. out of 199. We had the Harmon out of 25. That is Derek Harmon for the Steelers. Mark Andrews out of 50. Joe Burrow out of 299. And the Moments, Drake London. I think it might be a case hit. I'm not sure. It doesn't list it as one of the SSPs, but I think it is. And then Jalen Hurts swatch for the Eagles. We had the Riley Leonard for the Colts out of 350. The Zay Alexander for the Seahawks. That's out of 100. Very cool parallel. Save this. Jalen Milroe going out to the Hawks out of 50. The Jalen Carter for the Eagles out of 7. Tyree Wilson for the Raiders out of 25. For the Eagles, Aniyah Smith. We have the Marvin Mims out of 7 for Denver. Jonah Williams ticket stub out of 73. Bruce Anderson, rookie for the Bucks. Alex Barnes out of 99 for the Titans. We had the Farrell for the Raiders. Irv Smith ticket stub out of 84. Rookie ticket stub. Irv Smith out of 84 on card. And the Abdul Carter rookie on card for the Giants. And then the pool, although the Warren Sapp was cool, this has got to be the pool of the break. 1 of 1 for the Jaguars. Jags going out to Joseph Taylor. There you go. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. I appreciate, again, coming in. Sorry for the little bit of the delay. That had a lot to do with Hard Knocks. So fired up. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring this over here, and we'll give away Fantasy Spot 9. As of right now, here's who's in it. Jason Galbraith, Brandon Taniyama, Chris Taylor, Jamie Hunter, Matt McGinn, Wes Norton, Tate Taylor, and Joseph Taylor. If you win a second spot, I will let you carry it over to league number 2. All right? I will. Because if there's only 2 leagues, you're just going to bump over to league number 2. You win a spot. So if you already have one, don't stress. You can win one in league number 2. All right, here we go. Fantasy Spot 9, League 1. Only 2 leagues this year. So there's this and 2 more in this league, and then this league number 1's closed. And we will draft as long as everyone's cool with that. 32 teams eligible. Philadelphia Eagles, Rob Shelton. He is not in here, man. This is a cool list of names. Guys who have been around for a while getting spots. And I know there's a lot that have been around for a while that aren't getting spots yet. So, but it is cool to see. It's not just like passerbys. Galbraith, Taniyama, Chris Taylor, Jamie Hunter, Matt McGinn, Wes Norton, Tate Taylor, Joseph Taylor, Rob Shelton. There we go. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. I will let you be tonight. There is baseball up. I hope to see y'all soon. Go Bills.